Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Wholesome Financials. My name is Austin,
Susie.
and we talk about business, funding, building relationships with major banks, and LLC formation. And so the next clips you're about to see are clips from our live stream. We do it on TikTok. We might come over to YouTube. And so hopefully this answers some questions. If you're thinking about working with us, just check the link in our bio. But we hope that you gain some valuable information from this live stream today.
Okay, so we got our 65K card from Chase. First time, brand new LLC. We helped her set up the LLC, and then she literally went into the bank and built a relationship with the business relationship manager. Now, These managers are high profile managers. So most of the time they're not going to be inside the branch. So that's why you have to give them a call and see if they are available. Try to get their contact info so that you can meet with them directly, because that's what's going to guarantee the higher limits. If you go online, yes, you might get 10, 15. But if you want the highest, then yes, we recommend getting with a banking relationship manager. 29%, Debbie, is only after 12 months. These are all 0% for 12 months. Okay, so all these, this 50K card, this AMEX for 18K, they're all 0%. Of course, if after those 12 months the client hasn't paid the card down, yes, they will be charged. But we always teach them to apply for a new 0% card right before that 12-month period, so that way they can balance transfer and essentially play the credit card game so that you don't have to pay any interest. So the goal is to pretty much not pay interest to these banks. And you got the AMEX Platinum. I love the AMEX Platinum.
Absolutely.
You can go into the Centurion Lounge if you don't already have one.
If you know, you know.
Exactly. But that's also very key when getting the American Express 0% card, because that's what's going to unlock that higher approval for the business. So, for example, if you already have, Debbie, like a platinum card, they are more willing to give you an 18K, 20K business line because you already have that platinum. You know what I'm saying? You've already built that relationship, as opposed to jumping straight to getting a 0% business card with them and not having that platinum, that plum card, or even the gold American Express personal card. So that is another tip right there. Don't apply for a business credit card with American Express if you don't have a relationship with them on the personal side as well.
Yeah, so, cool.
I mean, we like it because we like to travel.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of credit card perks when it comes to Amex. I think it makes sense if you put it in between. If you have a high spend business and you're constantly spending on ads or inventory, it just makes sense. And then another reason why the Amex is great outside of just the lounge is that with the credit card points that you acquire, you can transfer them to travel partners like Hyatt or United Airlines, and you could potentially get more bang for your buck if you transfer it out and use those to book flights. And then a lot of airlines will make business class or first class seats available for their partner airlines and hold some seats. And so you could technically get, for us, we flew to Peru first class, or was it Colombia?
Both.
It was Peru. We do both. But which seat? I think it was Bogota. Which one was like 13,000 a pop? The first class seat.
I think that was Peru.
That was Peru. And then we only paid maybe like $100, $200 for both our tickets round trip. And we had an in-country flight because we had to go to Cusco, do the Machu Picchu thing. And if you go to our IG, you can see we have the picture of us at Machu Picchu. It's kind of cool. But that's another reason now we really, really love like Amex. It's really, really tight. And there's a lot of other benefits too. I can talk about the credit card perks and benefits all day long.
Honestly, it all comes down to how much revolving credit do you have. So what does that mean? Let's say you have $50,000 of revolving credit card limits on your personal. Let's say you had, a couple different credit cards, but together they amount to 50K. You can usually expect to get 3 times that amount for your business. So before you even start applying, you should already have an idea of how much funding you can get based on your personal credit limits. That's why having really good personal cards with high limits is very important when it comes to business funding, because if you only have like $5,000 or 10 or 15, you're not going to get very much for the business side. So I hope that answers your question, Sarah.
Yeah. Now, from one bank or altogether, so you can get limits up to like 65K from one. What we do is we'll teach credit card stacking. We'll teach you how to set your profile, and you'll pull from multiple banks. Now, because your business credit doesn't report to your personal credit profile, you can hit multiple banks, one after the other. And over the course of applying for maybe 2 or 3 cards, you could rack up 150,000 of 0% interest business credit for whatever venture you want. And so we teach the stacking method of let's hit them all. We're gonna go to Chase. I'm gonna leave there. I'm gonna drive to U.S. Bank. I'm gonna leave there. I'm gonna go to Wells Fargo, and I probably cleaned up for 100,000. We have about how much funding do we? How much?
So for our LLC. The first one,
no interest until the term runs out. Yes.
Yeah. So for our first LLC, we got 130. We have multiple LLCs so that you can actually you can use different LLCs to get different funding.
Yeah.
So you can go to the same banks and have 2 different LLCs and get funding for 2 different LLCs, and that's how people, when you hear about I got 500,000 in business funding, that just means they have multiple LLCs and they go to different banks and they leverage that. But the meat behind it all, like the thing that holds it all together, is their personal credit. So your personal credit does have to be in a very good standing. Anything above 700 is where you want to be. So if you have any type of collections or any type of negative items, I would suggest to do credit repair first. Because you're going to get denied most likely, and you're going to just put a whole bunch of increase on your profile, which you're going to have to delete anyway. So if you are in need of credit repair, we do have some people that can help out. So reach out to us and I can connect you with them and get that credit straightened out.
Yeah, 100%. And so also if you're interested in trying to learn how to do this process, this is something that we teach and we coach, but we're very selective. We don't work with a lot of people. We work with people that we know we can guarantee funding. We're not going to take your money and run. But if you do want to work with us, if you go to click the link in our bio, it should take you to a page where you can see if we're a good fit to work for each other, and then we can figure out how to maybe get on a call and talk through it. But let's see, Sarah. So you say you have 6,400 with 730, so maybe you can get 1,800 from one bank. And you were hoping higher, but it's okay. So you have 6,400. Yeah, you probably need more credit, more revolving credit available to you. But as soon as you apply for that revolving credit, within 30 or 60 days, you can double back. It's not going to take you long. You're not out of the game. If you want to, with as long as you don't have any bad payment history, like you talked about, delinquencies, late payments, if none of that shows up on your Credit Karma, I'm pretty sure we could probably get you way more funding than that, 100%. What are we doing with business funding? So I think that's the best part about this. So with business funding, you can honestly use it for any venture. So we're in real estate. We use it to upgrade a lot of our equipment in our office. We have editors that we've hired, and so we've invested back in our business. We also have a course. We have an education platform where we teach. We don't just work with our clients and we show them, but we also educate them on.
Exactly.
And so we use it to fund all of our necessary needs for our business. And then we also run a lot of advertising, Facebook ads. And so things that you need capital for so that you can scale. So we use this money to scale our business to the next level. That's how our TikTok has gotten to like 30,000. And that's how we've continued to work with different clients. And so
I want to do a cargo van business. Do I need an LLC? I mean, yes or no? Are you trying to make something out of this? Do you want to be legitimate? Do you want to eventually get business funding? Then yes, I would definitely suggest getting an LLC. But if this is just like a side hustle, you don't really see anything coming from this, and this is, just to get some quick cash, then I don't think you need it. But if you have goals and you have, a structure of what you want to do with it, absolutely get an LLC.
100%. And just in case everyone knows, we also help businesses structure their LLC and create LLCs in all the states of the U.S. And so if that's something you need help with, cool. But we also just teach people how to do it if you just follow our page. But I agree. If Cobra Rocket, if you're trying to get to that next level and scale and build something big, you will need an LLC because eventually you'll need to go to the bank, write things off, and do it by the book. But like I said, if you just a side hustle, if you're just trying to make some money, I don't think you need an LLC at all.
No.
But I highly recommend, and I tell people to get LLCs because we were talking about this earlier, that just having an LLC with some age on it is valuable. Even if you don't use it for yourself, you can always sell it as an investment to someone else. So
exactly.
Hope that helps. That's our favorite thing.
Yeah.
Is leveraging OPM. Other people's money.
So
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So, a lot of people are, especially nowadays, they're in like the Airbnb space or in the Turo. And there's great money to be made in there. But a lot of times capital is a thing that stops people from getting to that next level, being able to get their first Airbnb property. So leveraging the 0% strategy that we teach is so valuable because you can scale and get an Airbnb so fast. And we've been able to help a lot of our clients do so because, again, we leverage their really good personal credit, their LLC, and then once they go to the bank, they build that relationship with the business relationship managers, and then boom, they're able to get these type of approvals that you see here, like 50K, AMEX 18, Chase 65, and that makes it really easy to get your first Airbnb property. So I think this method is definitely for people who want to scale fast, quickly, and be able to get to that next level as far as your business goes. Yeah,
100%. And if you want to learn how to do this, click the link in our bio and see if you and work with us so we can teach you how to do this step by step.
And then Debbie's asking, available credit is in cash though, right? I can't take out that 50K in the card and invest it.
You can liquidate it, 100%. You can liquidate that card. Absolutely. There are ways.
There's definitely ways to liquidate the cards. The one I can think of off the top of my head is you can literally, invoice yourself. If you have a friend or family member that has a business and they're able to send you an invoice, you can invoice and pull money out that way. There's a company called Plastique that you can use to liquidate the card. There's also ways where you could do it through Venmo. If you use Venmo to send someone money, they will charge you a 3% fee. However, that is another way to liquidate cards. So there are ways to do it. If you want to learn more, I have a whole bunch of videos on my TikTok always talking about how to liquidate these type of cards.
Yeah. Also, another question: how do you pay yourself? With your LLC? Honestly, it's not complicated at all. You just need to make sure all the money that you have coming into your LLC goes to your business account. You have a separate personal account, and you just transfer money from your business account to your personal account. That's it.
And then if you have employees, then you can get a software like ADP that does payrolls, and you can also pay your employees and yourself using ADP. And that way you can, liquidate these cards as well. That is another way people liquidate these cards. They have a payroll company like ADP set up for their business. If they do have employees, they send themselves money using this credit card, and that's how you can liquidate as well.
John, 0% funding? No interest? No. This is a thing. Obviously, small business loans that tax you immediately. As soon as you take the loan, you got to pay it back. But the method that we teach, you have 100% access to 0% interest for a specific term, right? 12 to 18 months. But if you do it right, you can continue to apply for more cards and balance transfer, and you can keep a 0% interest balance and continue to move on and fund all of your ventures. This is the fastest and most efficient way to fund your business and scale and get access to $150,000 to $200,000 of working capital.